was free at last. But this is not how it happened.
Prince of Persia Rival Swords for the Wii may look familiar. That's because it's a straight port of Prince of Persia: The Two Thrones, which came out well over a year ago. The only difference is the game has been adapted to use the Wii's unique controllers. But is it enough to rationalize playing it again? And for those who have never tackled The Two Thrones, is it an adventure worth taking? The story in Rival Swords is a direct continuation of the previous two games. The prince returns home to Babylon, where he finds the city under siege. In his attempts to alter time to his advantage, he has mistakenly resurrected an old foe, the Vizier, from his first 3D game, Sands of Time. While fans will be pleased to see returning characters, newcomers will find themselves lost because the plot is so dependent on past games.
I will be immortal!
Rival Swords follows the same winning formula as previous Prince of Persia games. The main focus is on finding a way through the ruined city by jumping across gaps, running along walls, and climbing to towering heights. The prince has a variety of acrobatic moves at his disposal, and each room challenges players to use those moves to advance. The areas all tie together in a level structure that flows from beginning to end without distinct divisions. Like past games, the Sands of Time give you an edge by allowing you to rewind time. So if you jump in the wrong direction or get taken down by an enemy, you can simply wind back and make another attempt. You also use sand to slow down time or attack, but rewinding remains the most useful ability by far. The prince himself becomes corrupted by the sands, which transform his body to give him additional abilities, but at a price. When he becomes the Dark Prince, his health drains continuously, requiring you to find sand to stay alive, and he remains cursed until you reach a cleansing pool of water. The whole adventure lasts about 12 hours. It's not too short, but there isn't much to come back to either. The only alternate paths are dead ends for health upgrades and extra content that's limited to concept art and a short blooper reel. Basic combat is still built on a hack-and-slash aesthetic. Fighting with your dagger alone is somewhat tedious, but you can pick up secondary weapons like swords and maces along the way. Using dual weapons lets you pull off combos that kill your enemies faster. For the stealthy, there are also speed kills, which require you to sneak behind enemies and execute a series of well-timed slashes in order to slay them without resistance. The control changes on Wii are straightforward. In combat, shaking the remote swings the dagger, and shaking the nunchuck swings your secondary weapon. This makes executing combos a more physical task, since you'll be alternating swings with both arms. Getting the timing right on speed kills is tricky, but there's a certain satisfaction gained when your stabbing motions are replicated on screen. You also use the nunchuck to whip out the Dark Prince's chain, allowing you to smoothly swing from poles and lanterns. The gameplay manages to come together with an intuitive style that lets you know exactly what you'd get if you were to cross Indiana Jones with a ninja. Prince of Persia Rival Swords still holds up as a great cinematic action game. There's nothing particularly wrong with the Wii version, but the controls don't make a huge difference in this year-old game either. It's not a bad choice if you missed the Two Thrones, but Wii owners will be smart to pick up the budget-priced GameCube version instead of spending the extra cash to experience the Wii controls.